Did you know that the average American home contains over 300,000 items? That's right. With all that stuff, it's no wonder many people feel overwhelmed and stressed. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with advertisements and social media showing us what we need, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But what if I told you that owning less could actually lead to a more fulfilling life? Research shows that people who embrace minimalism experience greater happiness and less anxiety. In fact, studies indicate that prioritizing experiences over possessions can boost your overall life satisfaction. Imagine living in a home that feels calm and peaceful, where every item has a purpose, and you spend your time on what you love. In this video, we will explore how minimalism can transform your life. We'll discuss practical strategies to declutter your space, make intentional choices, and deepen your connections with others. By the end, you'll see that minimalism isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about creating room for joy, time, and meaningful experiences. So, are you ready to break free from the clutter and discover the power of minimalism? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Breaking free from the clutter cage. When we talk about minimalism, people often picture bare walls and empty rooms. But the real clutter that holds people back isn't just physical. It's mental and emotional. The average American home contains over 300,000 items, according to research from UCLA's Center on Everyday Lives of Families. That's a lot of stuff to think about. And all that clutter has been proven to increase stress and anxiety. Clutter works like a cage. It holds you in place, making it harder to move forward with purpose. In fact, a study in the Journal of Environmental Psychology found that people with messy homes were more likely to feel depressed and fatigued. Minimalism, on the other hand, creates space, both literally and mentally. When you declutter, you stop worrying about things you don't need, and your mind starts to relax. One great strategy to start decluttering is the 20-20 rule, introduced by Joshua Fields Milburn from the Minimalists. If something costs less than $20 and you can replace it in less than 20 minutes, you don't need to hold on to it, just in case. This rule helps you break free from the fear of needing things, which is often what keeps clutter around. Another trick is the one in, one out rule. Whenever you bring something new into your home, you have to let go of something you already own. This keeps your space from filling up again and helps you become more thoughtful about what you actually need. Chapter 2. The joy of intentional living. Minimalism isn't about scarcity, it's about intention. When you strip away the excess, you start to focus on what's truly important. Whether it's your relationships, hobbies, or passions, minimalism makes space for the things that bring you joy. Living intentionally means putting your energy where it counts. Did you know that we make around 35,000 decisions every single day? That's a staggering number. No wonder we feel overwhelmed. Minimalism helps you reduce decision fatigue by cutting out the noise. Fewer possessions mean fewer choices to make, and that frees up mental energy for the things that really matter. In his book Essentialism, Greg McKeown talks about the importance of saying no. He writes, "If you don't prioritize your life, someone else will." Intentional living is about deciding what deserves your attention and learning to say no to the rest. A simple strategy here is the 90% rule. Whenever you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, is this a 9 out of 10? If it's not, then don't bother with it. This helps cut out the clutter from not just your home, but also your schedule and relationships. Chapter 3. Less stuff, more connection. One of the most surprising benefits of minimalism is how it improves relationships. When you're not focused on accumulating things, you naturally start to focus on the people around you. Research shows that materialism is inversely related to happiness. A study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who prioritize experiences over possessions report more satisfaction and happiness. Minimalism encourages exactly this: fewer things, more experiences. When you own less, you have fewer distractions. Instead of worrying about the latest gadgets or fashion trends, you can invest in your connections with others. Think about the last time you truly connected with someone. Were you thinking about the stuff you owned? Probably not. Minimalism helps create space for these moments of genuine connection. A practical way to focus on connection is through mindful consumption. This means being intentional not just about what you buy, but also how you spend your time. Instead of defaulting to screen time or retail therapy, plan experiences that build connections, like cooking a meal with loved ones or having a meaningful conversation over coffee. Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, puts it simply, the more things you own, the more they own you. By owning less, you stop letting things control you, and you gain the freedom to cultivate deeper relationships and meaningful experiences. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on minimalism and how it can transform your life. Chapter 4. Mastering the art of saying no. One of the hardest things to do is say no. Yet, it is one of the most powerful skills you can learn. When you say yes to everything, you spread yourself thin and dilute your energy. Minimalism encourages you to prioritize what really matters, making it easier to decline things that don't serve your well-being. Research shows that people who struggle to say no often experience higher levels of stress. A study published in Psychological Science revealed that individuals who frequently agree to things they don't want to do report feeling less satisfied in their relationships. This is because they are overcommitted and can't give their best to the commitments they genuinely care about. One strategy to master the art of saying no is the 5-second rule, popularized by Mel Robbins. When you feel the urge to say yes, count down from 5. This gives you just enough time to evaluate whether you really want to commit. If not, simply say, I appreciate the offer, but I can't take that on right now. Another helpful tool is creating a personal mission statement. When you know your core values and what you stand for, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. For example, if your mission is to prioritize family time, it's easier to decline late-night work meetings or social events that pull you away from home. Chapter 5. Time Wealth. The hidden treasure of minimalism. Time is our most valuable resource. Yet, many people feel like they never have enough of it. Minimalism teaches you to spend your time wisely by focusing on what truly brings joy and fulfillment. It's not just about having fewer possessions, it's about making space for what matters most. Studies show that time spent on meaningful activities can boost happiness significantly. A study from the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine found that people who prioritize experiences over material goods report greater life satisfaction. Minimalism frees up time by helping you eliminate unnecessary commitments and distractions. One effective strategy to gain time wealth is the time blocking method. This technique involves setting specific blocks of time for certain activities or tasks. Instead of multitasking or letting interruptions take over your day, you dedicate focused time to what matters. This can lead to increased productivity and more free time for things you enjoy. Another helpful tip is to conduct a weekly review. At the end of each week, take some time to assess how you spent your time. Did your activities align with your values? If not, make adjustments for the next week. This practice helps you stay accountable and intentional with your time. If you found these insights valuable, make sure to subscribe for more tips on living a fulfilling life through minimalism.